If you are having trouble with having difficult conversations, the kind of conversations that you know you need to have to clear something up, maybe you are being taken advantage of in some way, maybe you made an agreement with somebody and now it's not working for you anymore. If you are struggling to address the issue, then it could be the following problem, which is that you are not making decisions based on your own core values. So you might have even agreed in the first place because you were unable to assess whether it was in line with your core values and your underlying needs. Or you are very much afraid of rejection, hurting the other person or disappointing them. Or you are afraid of being called selfish. So at some point, very likely in childhood, right, you would have been maybe chastised for having needs or some negative consequence for trying to come to the table to having your needs met. So if that is the case, even if you can't quite remember exactly what had happened, that'll mean that even now in adult relating, whether it's an intimate partner, a boss, family, work colleagues, friends, that same pattern will be coming up for you. Fear that the other person will be disappointed in you. Okay, so as a people pleaser, that could be very strong for you, right? And it makes sense. It's only a part of you trying to keep you safe and avoid that painful moment again. So if that is happening to you, there's a way to fix it. The first thing, which I mentioned slightly earlier in this video, is having clear core values. When you take the time to investigate your own true core values, what they sound like, what they look like, how I behave with those values, then you no longer need to negotiate. Because with that understanding, you know that they are unique to you and you do not need to negotiate what your core values are. So often we end up trying to justify because we don't feel that our unique values should be unique. We're told that we have to believe what somebody else wants from us. Okay, so if you are struggling with boundaries when having difficult conversations or even afraid to broach them, that is one way that you can fix it. Okay, it won't get better by itself. So that's one thing you can do. And the second part is working on why you feel guilt and shame from having needs or trying to set or redress a balance that has become unbalanced. Like I said, all these things can be worked on, but you do have to work on them, right? And ta-da, that's why I'm here. I am a life coach and I support and guide people through these processes so that they can have authentic boundaries for themselves. We want authenticity, things that are in alignment with your values, your gifts, and your goals for where you want to go in life. So healthy boundaries mean that you get to love yourself and others authentically, and you get to have much more life fulfillment and energy and, wake up without all that anxiety and overthinking because you've been struggling to stand up for your needs and your wants. So see all my information. You can sign up for a newsletter, and I also have a boundaries course, which is guided by me as well. It's 6 weeks. So, work on it. Choose for yourself that it's now time to just focus on this problem. And when we focus on finding the solutions, of which I've started to convey to you, then, in 6 weeks' time, just thinks where you'll be. Just think where you'll be in 6 months' time, 6 weeks' time, if you focus on getting better with your boundaries with this person or with this situation. It's possible. I've done it for myself. I've done it with so many others. So come on, get on it, get in touch, and let's start working on making your life better.